What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about blockchains. We're going to go over what is a blockchain, some of the biggest and most popular blockchains that are out there, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Sui. Give you some examples of popular projects in every single one of them, and really just give you an understanding of where these protocols fit into the bigger picture of the entire industry. So the first thing we need to understand is what is a blockchain. Now, if you've done any research on crypto at all, you have probably heard these words thrown around, but maybe don't exactly know what it means. So the easiest way to describe a blockchain is it's basically a digital ledger of transactions that is shared across a network of computers. What does that mean though? Well, when you do a transaction on any blockchain, that transaction gets broadcasted to the network and then gets grouped together with other transactions in something called a block. Once the block is full, it gets added to the chain of previous blocks, which is why it's called blockchain. And each block is linked together chronologically, so it creates this permanent and tamper-evident record of all transactions. This technology was invented by a person or a group of people under the alias Satoshi Nakamoto, and the first blockchain was Bitcoin, which was launched in 2009. Now the reason why blockchains are so revolutionary is because it solves the double spending problem that has plagued digital payments since the beginning. If you don't know what that means, let me explain. Say you had a digital file and you wanted to send it to your friend. How could you prove that you only spent that file one time and that your friend is the only one who has a copy? You can't. Anyone could just right-click and save the file, and bam, now there's two copies. Now if we were dealing with physical items, this wouldn't be an issue. Like if I lent you my Lamborghini, you couldn't sell it to someone else without my permission. But when you enter the digital world, things get complicated. With digital files, anyone can make a copy, so how do you prove that a digital file hasn't been tampered with or double spent? Blockchains solve this problem by providing a decentralized and transparent way of recording transactions that anyone can verify. Alright, now that we have an idea of what a blockchain actually is, let's go ahead and cover some of the biggest ones out there. So the first and most important blockchain that we need to talk about is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency, and it is the most well-known cryptocurrency in the world. The goal of Bitcoin is to allow people to transact directly with each other without the need for a financial intermediary like a bank. So Bitcoin was created in 2009 by that mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto guy, and the protocol follows a predetermined schedule of 4-year intervals called halvings, where the amount of new Bitcoins entering circulation is cut in half. So this scarcity is one of the main reasons why Bitcoin has value and is resistant to inflation. Bitcoin also uses something called proof of work as its consensus mechanism, which I won't get into in this video, but it's essentially a way of validating transactions and creating new blocks on the blockchain, and it works by having miners compete against each other to solve complex math equations. So this process requires a lot of computing power, which in turn requires specialized hardware and electricity. So, as you can imagine, running a mining operation isn't cheap. But anyways, Bitcoin also has a limited supply of 21 million coins, meaning that no more can be created once they're all mined, making it a scarce and potentially valuable asset. In terms of use cases, Bitcoin is primarily used as a store of value due to its limited supply and resistance to inflation. It's also used as a medium of exchange for goods and services, although this is less common due to its volatility. There are also many different wallets and payment processors that allow for easy buying, selling, and trading of Bitcoin. Some of the most popular ones include Coinbase, Gemini, PayPal, Cash App, and MoonPay. Now in terms of fees, Bitcoin transactions are typically very low, usually only a few cents to a couple dollars. However, during periods of high network congestion, fees can rise significantly, sometimes even reaching tens of dollars. Next up, we have Ethereum. So Ethereum is a decentralized software platform that allows for smart contracts and decentralized applications to be built and run on it. So unlike Bitcoin, which is a digital currency, Ethereum is more like a digital supercomputer that anyone can connect to and use. So Ethereum was founded by Vitalik Buterin in 2014, and it is also the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap behind Bitcoin. Ethereum uses a similar technology to Bitcoin called proof of work for its early days, but it has since moved to a new consensus mechanism called proof of stake, which I will cover in next video. But it's basically a way of validating transactions and creating new blocks on the blockchain that doesn't require as much computing power or electricity. This makes it much more energy efficient and environmentally friendly. One of the key features of Ethereum is the ability to create smart contracts, which are essentially agreements between two parties that are enforced by code. Smart contracts can automate many different types of transactions, making them faster and more secure. Developers can also build decentralized applications on Ethereum, which are apps that run on the blockchain and are not controlled by any central authority. These dApps can perform almost anything from lending and borrowing money to playing games and even voting in elections. Ethereum is also used as a platform for initial coin offerings, which are basically a way of raising funds for new crypto projects. When a project does an ICO, they will create their own token on the Ethereum network and then sell them to investors in exchange for Ether. Now, in terms of fees, Ethereum transactions are also very low, but they can also get pretty expensive during periods of high network congestion. The average fee for a transaction is usually a couple of dollars, but it can go up to tens or even hundreds of dollars during peak times. Now, next up, we have Solana. So Solana is a blockchain platform that was launched in 2020, and it was designed to provide a fast, scalable, and secure platform for decentralized applications. So, one of the main differences between Solana and Ethereum is that Solana uses a delegated proof-of-stake mechanism called proof of history. This allows Solana to achieve much faster transaction speeds than Ethereum, while still being highly secure. In fact, Solana can process around 50,000 to 65,000 transactions per second, making it one of the fastest blockchains in the world. Another difference between Solana and Ethereum is that Solana has a much larger block size, which allows it to handle more data and transactions per block. In addition to its speed and scalability, Solana is also much cheaper than Ethereum, with transaction fees typically only a fraction of a cent. This makes it very attractive for developers who want to build dApps that can handle a large volume of transactions without high fees. Solana also has a large and active developer community with many different projects being built on the network. Some of the most popular ones include Serum, a decentralized exchange, and Saber, a decentralized lending and borrowing protocol. Finally, we have Sui. It is another blockchain platform that was launched in 2022, and it was developed by the same team that created the popular cryptocurrency X. Sui is designed to be highly scalable and fast, similar to Solana, and it achieves this by using a unique consensus mechanism called practical Byzantine fault tolerance. In addition to its speed and scalability, Sui is also very cheap with transaction fees typically only a fraction of a penny. This makes it very attractive for developers who want to build dApps that can handle a large volume of transactions without high fees. Sui also has a large and active developer community with many different projects being built on the network. One of the most popular ones is Sui Chat, a decentralized chat application. Alright, so those are some of the biggest and most popular blockchains out there. Obviously, there are many others and new ones popping up all the time, but those are some of the big ones. If you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new, then please leave a comment below to let me know what you think, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.